Hi, my name is Liz Dixon with Early Learning Coalition, and I'm here to talk to you about a family fun activity that you can do right outside your house. Ready, set, go, scavenger hunt for textures. Me and my grandson went outside to gather fun and different objects that you can find that have different textures. So we talked about the textures of smooth, of things that are hard, things that are rough, things that feel soft. And so he described all these different objects. He talked about looking for pine cones and leaves and grass. So we went outside and we looked to see what can we find with those same textures and those same objects that he talked about. And this is a fun activity that you can do with all ages. And let me tell you why. Because with developmental ages, for babies all the way to pre-K. With babies, you can hold babies in your arm and walk around and talk about the different environment, about the grass and what the grass is for, and look at the rock and talk about the rock, and you can make sounds and you can do the letters with the kids. So this is what we did. Me and my grandson gathered paper, we gathered pencil, and we gathered tape. So these are the objects that we found. We walked around and we looked, and he found different things such as the bark. And we talked about the bark because this was something new for him to learn. So this broadens children's vocabulary words. Looking at the beginning of the letters, you can talk about the letters. You can talk about how many letters that's in the word. And we looked at the grass and talk about how the grass grow and what makes the grass grow. And we had the leaf and the rock, and we had pine cone, and we had a stick. So this broadens children's vocabulary words with the language. So you're giving them new language and you're describing what the language is, and you have the objects to show. And then it also enhance children's developmental skills with physical movement, because kids get to move, they get to run, they get to bend, they get to stand, and then their fine motor skills, they're picking up all of these small little objects, right? And they're using their fine motor skills. So you're also enhancing their fine motor skills as well. So they're getting all of these enhancing developmental skills with sensory processing, especially with little ones, because little ones, they pick things up and they touch them to figure out what it is, what kind of texture is it, right? So with sensory, they have that sensory processing that they're looking to see what it is. So they have that touch, the feel, right? And even the sound, like you can bang a rock and hear the sound of it. And the leaves, you can crunch it and they have a sound. So this scavenger hunt can be brought in way of their developmental skill. It can be brought in, right? So it can enhance their developmental skills in all areas. So this is a fun activity for your children right outside your backyard that you can do. And it's not expensive. So you can find all of these things inside your house. The paper, you can find the objects outside your house. So have fun with the scavenger hunt. Ready, set, go. Scavenger hunt texture.